Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. Alright, this is going to be quick, but it seems absolutely fucking necessary again. I've already done a video like this, but maybe I need to do a second one because it's more in people's mind. Maybe this video will get more searches, and maybe I'll explain it better than the last time I did before. There seems to be a little confusion about our isms. What's capitalism? What's socialism? What's communism? Is Bernie's really a socialist? Why is that such a bad thing? Well, Hillary Clinton's not a socialist. She's... And none of you, frankly, know what the fuck you're talking about. And there's some confusion and some reasons why. So we're going to go through the isms. I'm going to explain why this is confusing. And then I'm going to provide you a very, very, very fucking simple... This will be as good as the Clary test. I want it to be called... I even wrote down Aaron Clary's Simplified Political Spectrum. This will be the second greatest advancement in the entire history of political science because, once again, it's not a real study. But if we can kind of all get on the same page here, and words have meanings, and it's not just words that make us feel better, or like, oh yeah, man, my favorite was the libertarian socialist. I'm like, you fucking retard. So let's go through a little bit of a lesson here. All right. The spectrum between capitalism, socialism, and communism is confused. And the reason it is confused is two primary reasons. One, there is the academians in academia who never worked in the real world. They are pontificators, they are thinkers, they are never doers, they are never sufferers, they are never laborers. They are rich, they are spoiled, or they have borrowed so much money that is now going to be bailed out by the taxpayers, and they go and they study nothing. Right? It's all fanciful ideas, and it all comes from your Marxist founders. You have Marx, and if you read Das Kapital or even the Communist Manifesto, it's blather. It is freaking blather. And study Marx, guys. Look into his background before you follow this guy's fucking ideas. He was an idiot. He died poor, and that means he didn't know how to live in the real world. He parasited off of his buddies, Engels? I mean, this guy lived off the capitalist system and never worked a fucking real job in his life. Okay? He is not a good man. And if you read his writings, it's the writings of a delusional madman, not a fucking genius. He's a professional delusional whiner. That's what he was. Okay? So look into his background first before you start swallowing. Then you have my favorite. I had to look him up because I'm listening to the Russian Rulers History podcast. And he was the guy, he's talking about the transition from the Romanovs and the Bolsheviks taking over. And now Stalin taking over, and boy, he didn't like the Bolsheviks too much. You think everything's lovey-dovey, rosy, peachy keen in communist countries. Oh, you didn't study your history. Mikhail Bakunin, he wrote a thing about collectivist anarchism. And I had to pull this guy up. These are the fucking worthless academician idiots out there who they don't live in the real world. It's an oxymoron. It's contradictory. Collectivist anarchist? Giuseppe met Bakunin, Bakunin sponsored Finelli to travel to Barcelona. Oh, this is the first. Okay, collectivist anarchism is a revolutionary anarchist doctrine that advocates the abolition of both the state and private ownership of the means of production. So how are you going to figure shit out? Where's the legal authority? This is like a hippie community, and you've seen how great they works. Go to Slab City or the Painted Slab over in California. See how wonderful it works. They envision that workers will revolt and forcibly collectivize the means of production. Once collectivization takes place, money would be abolished and replaced with labor notes, and workers' salaries would be determined in democratic organization. Fucking A. Just popping. Never happened naturally in the history. Never happened, never will happen. But then you gotta find out, what is this Bakunin? Mikhail Bakunin. I gotta look up his background. He's considered among the most influential principal founders of social and enormous. Grew up, family estate, removed to study philosophy and began to read the French. Okay, so this guy came from a rich background. There's not much about him. Professorship in history. Yeah, fucking worthless academia. Never did a fucking day of work in his life. And you could go through it, but guys, this is not a boiler worker. This is not a mechanic. This is not someone who works or has ever lived a real job. This is a rich little spoiled cunt from Russia who lived on his estate and then went and studied philosophy. And to this day, I can't believe that you guys actually think any ideas coming from the likes of him or Marx has any foundation. All right? So, but regardless, the whole point is, with all these words floating around, Marxism, communism, socialism, libertarian socialism, and my favorite, I have to look up collectivist anarchism. Take that, you fucking academians. You guys have no idea what's going on. And then on top of it, you throw out the people who advocate these ideas. Frankly, you're stupid fucking children under the age of 20 who are like, yeah, man, I'm a libertarian anarchist. I'm a socialist anarchist. We can have like a little fucking spin dial game where it spins like, one, and then it could be anarchist, socialist, libertarian, and then the other one would be, I don't know, communist, collectivist, anarchist. I have no idea. But you guys have no fucking idea what you're talking about. You're running around like these fucking idiots who all want to, oh, I'm pansexual. Oh, I'm trisexual. Yeah. Look at me. I got my Boy Scout badge. I didn't have to earn anything from it. You're not fucking cool. That's all you're trying to do is sound more intelligent than you are by throwing around words you have no fucking clue what they mean. So, please, just stop. Academians, stop it. You fucking modern day people who are alive, stop reading dumbass shit written by wannabe fucking losers of society like Marx and fucking Mikhail Bakunin, okay? Can you just knock that shit off and get to the real world? Now, second reason why there's some confusions about the isms. Socialism, or socialist, has a double meaning, kind of like the word liberal does. Liberal in Europe means conservative or free, liberty. Whereas here in the United States, means a liberal, means a leftist, someone who's against freedom unless it's social freedoms. They want to tax and raise taxes. All right, socialism has kind of the same thing. There is socialism, which does not mean capitalism or communism, kind of a combination of both. Like you would say, Sweden is socialist, Europe is socialist. But it can also mean socialism as in the political philosophy of communism. It also has that connotation to it. So you have to, like in the terms of liberal, you have to use the context of what the author is writing or somebody's talking to know what they're saying. So that I actually understand, or if you didn't know that, especially within economic circles, that socialism can be bandied about in both contexts. All right? But let's throw this all away, okay, because nobody's making any sense right now. You guys actually think that Hillary is not a socialist. You actually think the Democrat Party is not socialist. Because you think Bernie is, and Hillary isn't. It's cute. That's really cute. So let's get something very simple. A tool we can all use that not just simplifies it, but defines it perfectly. And that is a spectrum, okay? On one side of the spectrum, you have total freedom. That's called anarchy. There's no taxes, there's no government, there's no authority. And I know you think, yeah, anarchy, man, that rocks. Shut the fuck up, you prepubescent, 13-year-old faggoty fuck in the suburbs who wears a trench coat. Just shut the fuck up, okay? Without law, and without the police, and without defense, a lot of bad shit happens during anarchy. So you need some government. Now, after several thousand years, 4 millennia to be precise, since the Greeks on, we kind of figured out that we should have a very small government, a government for the people, by the people. And the people would be in charge. We have democracy or republic. And so we said we're going to have a little bit of a government. And that did start with the American experiment, and until about 1903, the state was no more than 3% of GDP, but then it grew to its modern day 40%, at least in the United States. But the point is, we had a capitalist nation. The government was around to provide some basic things like defense and roads, infrastructure, the cops, the judicial system. But we left the vast majority of things to be handled by the people because it's not the government's fucking business. Now that's capitalist. Now today, there's not that many capitalist nations left. There's Hong Kong's part of China. No, Singapore might be considered one. Luxembourg, no, not Luxembourg. Is it Liechtenstein or Luxembourg? There's very few. The Cayman Islands, Bermuda, those are definitely capitalist nations. But there's very few. Or a pre-1900 United States would be considered a capitalist country. On the other extreme, you have communism, where the state owns everything, like what happened in the Soviet Union, like what happened in China, Vietnam, North Korea, which still exists, by the way, and Cuba, and to a lesser extent, Venezuela. And then every other country fits in between at some gradation or spectrum. Now, what is the units of measurement we're going to use along the spectrum? And what we're going to use is percent spending of GDP. We could also use percent revenue. I'll explain that here in a second, but let's not barf all over the example. Let's explain what GDP is and why we'd use this as a measure. You could go, oh, I'm not an anarchist, libertarian, socialist, communist. GDP is the total amount of economic production within a country within a year. And what economists like to use to figure out how big the government is government spending as a percentage of GDP. How much does the government take as a percentage of the total economy? What percentage of the economy is the government? So if you look at Denmark is at about 57%. Heck, I can look this up. Let's look this up now. You guys want to look this up? You want to do this with me? You don't have to worry about means of production, who controls the means of production, do the workers, no. Did the government tax? Because basically, if you work and you make $100,000 and you have to pay the government $50,000, it doesn't matter if you made that money in the private sector. The government is a 50% owner of that. So it's still government ownership. So let's go spending percent GDP countries. Government spending. Here we go. Okay, just to give you guys an idea, spending is on that side, percent GDP. So Belgium is at 53%. Canada, America's hat, is 42%. China, actually lower, 23.9%, because you guys think that, China is communist. Let's get the old United States here, give you guys a base example. United States, 42%. Oh, almost half. United Kingdom, 48%. Where's that Sweden? Where's the one that you guys all love that's about to be overrun by the third worlders? 51%. Norway, 43.9. Look, we're at the exact same spending. We're at the exact same level of Norway. Let's find... Is the Cayman Islands here? No, they're not listed. Bermuda? Belgium? No, Bermuda's not there. Oh, that's right. It's a protectorate. I keep forgetting. Maybe it's not here. Anyway, so you get an idea. Wait, is North Korea here? I wonder if North Korea is anywhere near here. No, I don't think they're on here because it's 100%. So here's the whole point of government spending as a percentage of GDP. It measures precisely who owns ultimately the means of production and is entitled to the production. Okay. On the far anarchist end, well, there is no government, so it's 0% of GDP. Of course, there's some problems that result in that. And say a 1900 U.S. economy, it was more like 3%, probably around 5% if you included local governments. And then you include on the other extreme, communist countries like the Soviet Union, where you were not allowed to have private property, it was 100%. And then there are gradations in between. Your Nordic countries are around your 50 and 60% mark. The United States, which you all keep claiming is a capitalist country, is already at 42%. And then some of the lower ones, I'm trying to find Liechtenstein, Luxembourg. No, Luxembourg is, I'm trying to find a really low one. South Korea's got a pretty low one, I know that. Hong Kong, 18.5. Estonia, 3. Oh, no. Where's the low one? Come on here. The Dominican Republic, 16.1%. Not bad. Oh, I'm trying to find, not a third world shithole. Oh, but you get the idea, okay? How much money are the people allowed to keep? How big is the state? And that is the definition of communism. If it's the state owns everything, you're a communist country. If the state owns sort of maybe half of that shit, you're a socialist country. And it owns very little of it, you're a capitalist country. Now, where the division is from a capitalist to a socialist to communist, I don't know. But you could literally use this as a percentage. The United States is 42% socialist, or 42% communist. The Cayman Islands is near 0%. The Soviet Union, which doesn't exist anymore, was 100% communist. You could use it like it's a gradation. It's a spectrum. What percentage of the economy is taken by the government? And this will solve all the fucking disagreements about semantics and definition of vocabulary terms, and we'd all be able to understand each other. We'd be able to have intelligent, informed conversations about capitalism, socialism, and communism. And I don't want you academics. I don't want you fucking frauds. I don't want you armchair quarterback, 17-year-old, you went to AP political science, you think you're fucking intelligent because your parents are constantly blowing dirt up your chute, telling you, well, it's not really libertarian anarchism socialist because this writer in the fucking 1800s who hung out with Marx actually shut the fuck up. I'm talking about what's happening in the real world right now, you dumb fucking cunt. So, that is the best way. I'm not even going to debate this. I'm not even going to say, well, it could be used. No, this is what we should use. It doesn't get any simpler than this. What percentage of the economy is government? Boom! There it is! You can tell precisely to the 10th of the decimal point how much of the economy is socialized. So, the final thing I want to put out there is the United States, and we're going to talk about Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. The government right now takes 42% of GDP. Okay, now that includes state, federal, and local. And you think we're not a socialist country? What would you have to be a socialist country? Fucking North Korea? Fucking Vietnam after 1975? When do you admit the United States is socialist? Do we have to go 50%? Because right now, by definition, we're socialist light, or we're pretty solidly in socialism. Right? You have free healthcare. You're going to have free education. We've bailed out our fucking banks, and that is a socialist move. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. No real conservative or libertarian or capitalist is for bailing out the fucking banks. I'm trying to figure out. We give everyone guaranteed income, guaranteed food, housing. All right? So my question is this. I get a kick out of it that you Democrats are not going to vote for Sanders because, oh no, he's a socialist. What the fuck do you think Hillary is? What the fuck do you think the Democrat Party is? We are at 42% spending GDP, and that's with the Republicans fighting, sort of, the Democrats Party from taxing even more. See, what it boils down to is you're fucking ignorant, people. You're really motherfucking ignorant, and you don't know these basic, simple economic concepts, let alone the real numbers of how much our taxation, how much our spending is, etc., etc., so you can't speak competently about it. All you know is that you want more. And what I'm trying to point out right now, at 42% of the GDP going to the government, there's only, 58% more. But who's going to work past past much higher tax rates? You would think if Bernie gets in and starts instituting his taxes, rich people are going to stick around? You think Hillary's going to get in and she starts fucking with tax rates and actually going her socialistic tendencies and even bumps it up like half of what Bernie would? You think that's not going to drive people away? I know you guys all think that every socialist country is like Norway and Sweden and Denmark. And they're not. Because Norway has, oil, so you got to take them out of the thing. Sweden is about to get run over by third world immigration. And then Denmark, and there are other European countries that have done okay, but they're all very small, and they're not exactly applicable. Their cultures are not transferable to other cultures throughout the world. So stop it already. Wait, see, Denmark, see, Denmark, and Iceland, see the little country of 300,000 people, we can do what they do all the time. Look at Norway, fuck their oil, don't ignore the oil. Never mind, oil accounts for like a quarter of their GDP, Norway, but look, see, everything's wonderful there. Meanwhile, you ignore real socialist shitholes like Italy, well, fuck, pretty much all of mainland Europe. Pretty much all of it. And then you ignore history of the extreme going communism with the Soviet Union, China, Pol Pot in Cambodia, Vietnam, Cuba, Venezuela today. So I don't care, people. I really don't care. And go ahead, be ignorant. Why do you think we should fight for the little? Just be your typical ignorant, uneducated American fucks about economics. I don't care anymore. It's why I wrote the book, Enjoy the Decline. You're not going to affect my attitude. But you see, if you're younger than me, or you think you're going to live long, or please, God Almighty, please tell me you have children, you might want to start thinking about this shit and accurately defining capitalism, socialism, and communism because of the ramifications that come with each of those. You can have great economic fucking production, you can have marginal kind of stagnant, what you got in mainland Europe, or you can have tens of millions of people dying of starvation in communism. But you know what? Don't worry about Bernie and numbers. I know math is hard, especially you girls. Isn't it hard, ladies, doing math? Math is just like, math just sucks. You don't want to learn about budget. That's boring. You just want to learn about privilege and all this other stupid shit. So, that's your economic lesson for the day. Hopefully we've learned a little about capitalism, socialism, and communism. Hopefully we know what it fucking means this time, the next time you have a goddamn conversation. And hopefully you fucking realize it doesn't matter if Hillary's elected or Bernie Sanders is elected, because they're both fucking socialists. Love how you socialists came through for Bernie, though. I thought you guys were going to vote him in. I guess you guys are just too lazy to work. You are the epitome of socialists. You couldn't go and vote for Sanders in the I thought, the guy's at least honest. That's one thing, is he's at least fucking honest. And you socialists are socialists to the T, because you're too fucking lazy, not only to get a job, but to vote for your fucking guy. Awesome. Bravo. Bravo. I can't wait till you guys are in charge of the economy. Can't wait to see what happens to GDP and economic growth then. Toodles.